I like operating heavy machinery. I used to be a tank driver in the army, and I've been fascinated by big machines since childhood. In logistics, it's not only about safe storage. It's also about fast and timely delivery. And all of this is made possible thanks to professionals who love what they do and know it inside out. I've been in this field in logistics for about 20 years. So when I got the offer, I was truly interested in working specifically on terminal cargo handling. Where are the goods stored? How is the shipping organized? How much time can be saved? This is the story of the Zhetygen Transport and Logistics Center, a one-of-a-kind facility with no parallels in Central Asia. Our main task is to increase the efficiency of cargo processing. We are actively working to enhance our country's export potential. Last year, Kazakhstan welcomed a new city with regional status, Alatau. Located just 50 kilometers from Almaty and 290 kilometers from the Kazakhstan-China border, its strategic location has made it not only a key hub for transport logistics, but also a catalyst for improving the local quality of life. Since gaining city status, Alatau has seen rapid development across various economic sectors. One such development is the Zhetygen Transport and Logistics Center, a facility that has become a major source of employment for both city residents and those living in nearby villages. Among them is Yermek Talipbayev, who has been operating heavy machinery here for the past 6 years. This job isn't easy. Some loads weigh up to 30 tons, and the lightest is around 5. You have to carefully place containers, load them onto tracks and rail cars. The process has plenty of challenges. The machine Yermek operates is called a ridge stacker. Modern models can lift and move containers weighing up to 45 tons. In his work, it's not just about managing heavy loads. Safety is crucial. He must ensure there are no people or machines nearby during operations. Maximum concentration is key. When lifting a container, we use a special device that locks it to the machine. It mustn't be damaged. When loading into a rail car, containers are placed very close together, so you must be careful not to hit or damage them, especially the seals. You also have to protect the fittings on the rail cars that secure the containers. People or other equipment might be nearby, so you always have to be extremely cautious. The Zhetygen Logistics Center, where Yermek works, operates like a heart, with rail cars carrying cargo spreading out from it, like arteries across the country. It's a unique logistics hub, not only for Kazakhstan, but for the entire Central Asian region. Although it opened recently, it has already become a vital part of the nation's transportation network. We had our technical launch 2 years ago, and we've been fully operational since the summer of 2024. Currently, our capacity is 80,000 40-foot containers per year. We can receive, unload, and store them on site. If needed, we also unload goods from containers and transfer them to trucks, or the other way around. Then we reload them onto rail cars and send them onward. The primary function of the logistics center is to store cargo and manage the distribution of goods. For that reason, the facility includes temporary storage warehouses and customs terminals, and each year the footprint continues to expand.
Currently, we also handle import cargo. We operate a temporary storage warehouse and a customs warehouse. Our active temporary storage facility covers over 50,000 square meters, while the customs warehouse spans more than 6,000 square meters. We're now expanding the temporary storage warehouse by an additional 10,000 square meters.
It is important to note that the nearest international border to the logistics center is with China. A significant portion of the imports and exports passing through this hub come from or go to our eastern neighbor.
У нас на терминале обрабатываются и импортные грузы, и экспортные грузы.
Our terminal handles both import and export cargo. We operate under the concept of being a gateway, both into and out of Kazakhstan. Our main export partners are agricultural producers who send their finished goods to China. As for imports, they mostly include specialized equipment, consumer goods and spare parts.
Импортные грузы – это спецтехника и товары народного потребления плюс запасные части.
How exactly are goods received, stored and shipped? Eldar Talipbayev, the head of the automation project, explains. Every container cargo unit arriving at the terminal is logged into the system. A wide range of data is recorded, including the client, cargo description, weight, sender, recipient, broker. All that information is tied to the shipment. Once a container arrives at the terminal, the logistics center staff conduct a thorough inspection. Only after the check is complete does the storage and dispatch process begin. The placement of containers at the terminal isn't random. Each container is assigned a digital address in advance and is placed accordingly. For example, we're currently standing at a stack called D5. This specific stack is designated for containers belonging to a particular client. They're placed into what we call virtual cells, whose boundaries are clearly marked. That way we always know exactly where each container is located. When the rich stacker driver arrives to either retrieve or place a container, he knows exactly where to go. And when it's time to ship the container out, he simply drives to the assigned cell, picks it up and delivers it to the track. Rows of neatly arranged containers. Behind the precise placement of each one lies the meticulous work of many people. An empty container weighs between 2.5 and 4.5 tons, about 2.5 tons for a 20-foot one, and around 4.5 tons for a 40-foot container. The contents can vary widely. We transport all kinds of goods. The heaviest container I have handled weighed 31 tons.
Right now, our terminal is in high demand among agricultural producers. Their goods are exported through China or to China itself. We handle transshipment of various products like barley, safflower, flax, oilseeds, sunflower seeds, corn, all depending on client requests.
The main advantage of the Zhetygen terminal is its innovative operating system. In logistics, time is a crucial factor. Any delay in moving goods can disrupt company operations and, in some cases, affect the entire market.
У нас на терминале используется операционная система TOS Axelot.
Our terminal uses the TOS Axelot operating system. It helps us manage operations and reduces reliance on human error.
Программа сама определяет, куда поставить контейнер, в какой момент его, чтобы можно было.
The system automatically determines where each container should be placed, so it can be easily retrieved at any time. Every container you see behind me has a specific digital address. Among 1,500 containers, we can locate anyone in just seconds and have it ready for dispatch in minutes. Without a system like this, someone would have to walk around manually searching and trying to remember where each container was placed. No one can memorize the location of 1,500 containers. At other terminals, and I won't lie, even in the Almaty hub, it can sometimes take half a day to find and retrieve a specific container. Here, we can do it in just a few minutes. Freight cars that carry tons of cargo naturally wear out over time. They require regular maintenance and inspection. At the Zhetygen Logistics Center, Yermek Talipbayev is responsible for keeping the wagons in proper technical condition.
Здесь ремонтируем грузовые вагоны.
We carry out maintenance and repairs on freight cars here. We perform routine uncoupling repairs. If we detect any issues with the wheel sets, we remove them for repairs. Once the repairs are complete, we reinstall the wheel sets under the cars. All wheel sets must be in proper working condition. We have specialized jacks for lifting the wagons and a gantry crane to help install the wheels. We also replace faulty spare parts. The facility is stocked with a steady supply of spare parts directly from manufacturers.
Вот эти колесные пары, они с ремонта прибыли. Они, вам, надеюсь, видно, что обточенные колесные пары.
These wheel sets have just come back from repairs. As you can see, they have been reprofiled. We identify various faults like this one. It's called a slider, or surface defects, like chips and spalls. These are beyond acceptable limits and can impact the movement of rail cars. Typically, the metal wears out over time. For example, flanges tend to wear down more quickly on curved sections of track.
Идет усталость металла. Гребень, допустим, изнашивается в основном на кривых участках дороги, железной дороги.
Today, logistics companies are actively exploring new ways to optimize the delivery, storage, and loading of goods.
Здесь, скажем так, очень много.
There are many aspects to consider. Speed, for instance, plays a big role. Faster loading and dispatch reduce the costs of renting transport containers and storage.
Аренду тех же самых транспортных средств, контейнеров, хранение. Чем быстрее он ушел, тем меньше платят.
The quicker shipment is moved, the less they pay. Optimization is a constant goal. As long as logistics has existed, people have worked to streamline and reduce the cost of transportation.
Как бы с этой задачей справляются и всегда ищут новые способы оптимизировать и удешевить перевозку.
Our transshipment facility, thanks to automation and modern technology, can handle an entire container train, about 1,600 tons, in record time. For us, the process takes about 2 days compared to around 7 days at other terminals. We work a 5-day schedule, 5 days on, 2 days off. Our main task is to repair faulty freight cars and keep the wagon fleet in good condition. Our company also handles the maintenance of freight containers, not at this specific section, but elsewhere within the company. The most common issues with containers are corrosion and punctures. We prepare containers for loading by conducting repairs, including welding and painting, so they're fully ready for further use. In any industry, progress and development are driven by skilled professionals. As Yermek Talipbayev points out, workers in this field should always keep one thing in mind. Every person should take their own work seriously and act responsibly. I love my job. I really enjoy it. I think that's why I do it well. I like operating heavy machinery. I used to be a tank driver in the army, and I've been fascinated by big machines since childhood.
На самом деле,
logistics exists to speed up the process between producer and consumer.
Между производителем и потребителем, чтобы товар весь путь
To move goods as quickly and as affordably as possible. That's our mission.
дешевле. Вот это наша миссия.
The transport and logistics sector is a strategic industry, one that can help reduce a country's dependence on raw material exports. We have taken an in-depth look at the Zhetygen Center, a hub that not only strengthens Kazakhstan's logistics infrastructure, but also successfully adopts global best practices. It's no coincidence that the center is called the heart of Zhetygen. As a key link in the supply chain with its giant neighbor to the east, Zhetygen inspires confidence in the economic future of the country.